My name is Katie Kendall and I am the land-based education manager here at Enrichment, and I'm also running this programme called Tribe. The programme's a fantastic opportunity for us to really follow these children over the course of a year and see how they develop, how they grow, watch out for their strengths and really reflect that back to them. And for us also to have an ongoing relationship with a local school and with that group of young people.
When we first got here after the bus, we got shown our yurts and they were so cool because there was like little burners in it, but you weren't allowed to light the burners. You had to get all your clothes out, hang them if you wanted to, put out your bedding, and also you get like half an hour up to an hour in your yurts just with your roommate.
Hi, I'm Jack and this is my yurt. I went along with a sleeping bag, 2 pillows and a lot of clothes. The others said it was cold, but hopefully I'll get some sleep.
And we're at Enrichment this week. We've been split into groups of 3 and I was making the pizza base. And in a minute we're going to go foraging for things to put on the toppings. My favourite part about the pizza making was that I got all messy.
And I'm at Enrichment. My favourite part of maybe foraging and stuff is when we went to get the basil in the polytunnels, and we eventually put it in the bread, in the dough. So we got basil in the dough, which was my idea.
Okay, so it's day 2 and the groups are split into 2 and one group is in the green woodworking area. Plan is that they're going to make a bench and take back to our school with us at the end of the week.
Hi, my name's Becca. We're doing woodwork today and we're making a bench. Once it's finished, we're going to take it back to South Dartmoor Community College. We've been making legs for the benches and it was really hard to carve it and all that. I really enjoyed it, and carving wood is actually quite fun. I didn't realise it's going to be that fun. I was really scared when Mick, one of the instructors, gave me this thing to carve it with, and I was really scared. It frightened me a lot. I would be more confident to do it again if someone asked me, because first time I was don't want to really do it, but then I did it and now I'm really confident.
So far they've worked really well together. They've been giving one another a lot of advice. A couple of the more reluctant kids have started, and they've found their niche. They've started to get a bit more involved and show a bit more resilience even when things aren't going perfectly right.
Okay, so today the children are learning how to make jewellery using pieces of recycled bits of copper piping and tubing.
This morning we've been making copper jewellery. Well, I made a treble clef with a leaf on the end of it, but it was originally meant to be an S. In the beginning, it looked harder than it actually was, but once I did it, I found it a bit easier. I reckon the best part of it was going up to help Rose get the firewood and the snack.
My name's Josh and this is what I've been making this morning, copper jewellery, and I've made a bracelet. My favourite bit was hitting it with a camera.
For our final night celebration, we all stood in a circle around a fire inside the stone circle, and we're each asked to share the piece of jewellery that we'd made that day and to name one thing that we'd learned about ourselves here at Enrichment that we're going to take back into our normal lives.
Hi, I'm Abby. My favourite things were washing up, jewellery making and working in the kitchen. You really must come to Enrichment because it's brilliant. You get to play manhunt in the woods and you get to pick squashes from the field with all the Enrichment staff.
I really enjoyed this week because I really liked just being here actually. Last night we went to a stone circle and we had to show our jewellery just to show that everything we did, that what we'll be going home with. That at the very end we walked around the stone circle and then out of it. I'm looking forward to catching up with my friends from South Dartmoor.
So we're coming to the end of the week with the tribe from South Dartmoor, and it's been a really packed and interesting and adventurous week. I think all of us on our team and the kids have just learned so much about each other and about ourselves. Fabulous thing about this is that we get a chance to do it all over again here at Enrichment, but also keeping the spirit of what we've learned about each other and ourselves alive. The next thing is we'll go into the school in next month and follow up on this, and for us that's just really, really exciting.
Today we've been making dough, and the best bit I enjoyed is chucking the dough onto the table. The most part I would enjoy tonight is when we make pizzas in the pop-up pizza oven.
So today we've been foraging for some food to put as toppings on our pizzas, which we're going to be making later.
So parents are now arriving. We've got a couple of rooms set up. One's got all the kind of activities that the students have done to get to this point, and the other's got some refreshments. The pizza oven is fired, and first pizzas are due to go in about 10 minutes' time. The Tribe project has been bookended with 2 residentials at Enrichment, both in October and now 9 months later. But in between whilst, it's also been outreach days where the Enrichment team have visited us at college, and also days that myself and James lead within school, focused on nature connection and experiential environmental education. That's enabled us to have rich experiences for the young people where they have challenged themselves and taken risks and done things that they wouldn't necessarily do and overcome fears that can then be referenced every day as they reach similar obstacles in their learning.
I would say go in with an open mind, try lots of new things and be as adventurous as you can, because you may not get another opportunity like this. Being at Enrichment has helped me to follow my ambitions of being more focused.
Tribe has made me more confident in speaking in front of lots of people. I've recently spoken in front of over 100 people in assemblies. A year ago I would have never been able to actually do that in front of that many people.
One child talked about the fact that he used to spend all his spare time using electronic games, computer games, and that now his choice is to go out and be in nature. Another child talked about the fact that if you don't put everything into something, you're not going to get very much out of it. And he was somebody who used to hang back and not join in, and now he's learnt that you reap the rewards of what you sow, and he talked about taking that into his life outside of Enbercombe and outside of Tribe.
Well, Tribe's helped me in a lot of different ways, but it's helped me mainly on talking more openly to other people and knowing how to act around people and what to do, and helped me to be more outgoing.
And the experiences at Enbercombe have provided rich experiential opportunities for these children to take risks and to understand themselves better. And those experiences are so rich and powerful that they can then be referenced throughout the year, and have been, and they've been linked to the work that they also do in their secondary school. And they can remember times when they took risks or did something they wouldn't normally do or overcame a fear. And that is directly relatable to the situation they're in then and there with their literacy work or with their learning in schools.
Well, beginning of year 7, I weren't joining in so much in activities and in conversations. I was just by myself all the time, but now I feel like I could join conversations all the time and activities. It helps you be in a different comfort zone and make you try new things and be more confident with like things you're scared of.
So we've just gathered data on the literacy levels of our students, and there is a marked progress for all students, particularly in their reading ages, some of which have shot up as much as 4 years in 9 months. And I'm really confident that a part of that is the Tribe project and how it's influenced and impacted on the young people's confidence and their self-belief.
It's completely clear to me that this kind of programme is more than a confidence booster, even though that's really important in itself. It is itself a vehicle for the teaching of literacy. Children's language and vocabulary develop through the range of activities they do. Their need for clear communication becomes very clear, because if you're working with somebody to make a bench and you don't explain yourself properly, the bench doesn't turn out in the way that you want it to be. If you're building a raft with a team and you don't communicate well, the raft doesn't float. So their communication skills develop extensively. But also, perhaps most powerfully, they become really motivated to read and write about the things that they've cared so passionately about. And that in itself helps children who in general feel unskilled and demotivated to make far greater progress than they might otherwise have made.
Enbercombe's helped me with getting closer to the girls and knowing what to do, and I'm not afraid to make mistakes, and not afraid of people laughing at me about it.
So the emotional resilience they develop through dealing with problems and coming out the other side is the sort of resilience they need within school. So when they meet problems within their learning, they've got tools and a confidence to know that they can tackle them and succeed.
Tribe is really fun because it makes you more confident and you experience stuff that you never thought that would happen. When I started in year 7, I was really shy and not confident at all, and I didn't really talk to anyone. Now I think I've come to Enbercombe a couple of times. I can express my feelings and chat to people more. Something that I would take back is teamwork and working well and persevering and never giving up.
Tribe is fairly different from a lot of mainstream provision for children who struggle with literacy. What Tribe does is it does give children a lot of time for their literacy, but it also recognises them as competent, intelligent people who can be good learners in lots of areas. And so part of the benefit is that they do a lot of other kinds of learning, using wood, craft skills, swimming, raft building, so practical things that they can enjoy and really throw themselves into and feel competent, so they don't only feel that this is about their areas of deficit. It also works on their emotional resilience and their ability to work with and learn from each other. They actually learn about each other's skills, they learn from each other, they become teachers of things they know that other people don't know. They have to deal with what it means to work in community and work with other people. They work alongside the volunteers and the workers in the community of Embercombe and see what work looks like to adults and share many duties. They garden with them, they cook and they wash up with them. And so they become people in a community and people who are seen and recognised as valuable people in that context. These sorts of activities give them a lot of resilience. They learn that they can be competent, they learn that they can hit really difficult barriers, and with support, with working with other people, they can overcome them. They become people who used to feel I can't about themselves, and through those processes begin to feel, well, actually I can, and I used not to be able to do something, and now I've learned how to do it, and maybe I can take that with me and do that with the things that I find so hard in school.